Welcome. This is not just a motivational video. This is a blueprint. This is a 6-month war plan to completely change your life. From the inside out. Let me ask you something honestly. Are you tired of waking up and feeling like nothing has changed? You're doing your best, watching videos, following people, saving reels, taking notes, but still stuck in the same place? You're not alone. Millions of people are chasing success with no map, no clarity, and no structure. They have potential, they have dreams, but they're lost in noise. That ends today. Because in this video, I will give you the most powerful, most realistic, most life-changing 6-month success plan you've ever seen. Not fluff, not fairy tales, not believe in yourself nonsense, but a raw, emotional, practical roadmap where each month will be a transformation in itself. If you follow every single step I show you, your next 6 months will become the most powerful 180 days of your entire life. You'll start becoming the kind of person others respect, others want to be around, and most importantly, you'll respect yourself. You'll build unstoppable discipline. You'll learn real skills that make money. You'll take back control of your mind. And you'll stop wasting time trying to find motivation, because you'll finally become the kind of person who doesn't need it. Why this video matters more than anything? Because you don't need more time. You need a new direction. Because if you keep living the same day over and over, hoping something changes, you'll wake up one day 5 years older, and nothing to show for it. This plan will save you from that regret. It doesn't matter if you're broke. It doesn't matter if you're lost, insecure, behind in life, or feel like a nobody. If you give this next chapter everything, your life will no longer belong to pain, fear, and excuses. It will belong to you. What you will learn in this video: a powerful 6-month roadmap that resets your life. How to go from lazy to disciplined. How to break toxic habits and take control of your identity. How to build a money-making skill from zero. How to escape mental slavery and overthinking. How to create a life worth waking up to. And I will explain every step in the most clear, beginner-friendly English, so no matter who you are or where you're from, you can understand it and do it. This is not for the lucky. This is for the committed. Are you ready? Because after this moment, there is no going back. Let's begin. Month 1. Reset your identity. The real beginning. Before you can build a new life, you must destroy the old version of yourself. Most people fail not because they don't have goals. They fail because their identity is still broken. Let me explain. You say you want to be rich, but you still act like a poor man. Wasting time, scrolling garbage, running from discomfort, thinking small. You say you want to be respected, but you still tolerate disrespect. You hang out with losers. You lie to yourself. You say it's fine when it's not. This first month is not about doing more. It's about becoming someone new. Because unless you reset who you are, you will keep sabotaging every dream you chase. Step 1. Cut the old version of you. Without mercy. You have to do something painful. Write down everything about your current self that is holding you back. I sleep late. I'm always on my phone. I keep watching random videos. I say yes when I should say no. I talk more than I act. I quit things halfway. I never do what I say I'll do. Now take that list and say this sentence. This is who I was, not who I will be. Print it, burn it, rip it. I don't care. But you must tell your mind. That person no longer lives here. Step 2. Create your new identity. Every morning this month, you will say out loud, I am someone who does hard things. I am someone who keeps promises to myself. I am someone who wakes up early, not because I want to, but because I have to. I am someone who is building a life that my future self will be proud of. Say it even if you don't believe it. Say it until your mind has no choice but to believe it. Step 3. Change your environment. Even just 10%. You cannot change your life if you stay in the same toxic environment. You don't have to move cities or run away, but change these. Change your phone wallpaper to your goal. Remove 3 apps that suck your energy. Add 1 new thing to your room that makes you feel powerful. A mirror, a vision board, a clean space. Why? Because your environment is your cage or your weapon. And this month, you make it a weapon. Step 4. 1 physical habit to break the pattern. Every day for the next 30 days, you will do 1 thing you've never done consistently. It can be: wake up before 6:30 a.m. Take a cold shower. Meditate for 10 minutes. Go for a 20-minute walk alone. Without your phone. Why? Because you must teach your brain. I no longer live on autopilot. I do what weak people avoid. Let's take a guy named Lucas. Lucas is 26. He's tired, addicted to his phone, watching everyone succeed while he's stuck in his room scrolling. He says things like, I'll start next week, but next week never comes. But one night, he sees a video just like this, and he decides, just for 6 months, he'll give everything. Month 1, he deletes TikTok, wakes up at 6, goes to the gym even when he doesn't feel like it, and every time he wants to quit, he says, I don't owe my past anything. I only owe my future everything. That's the moment he stops hoping and starts becoming. Month 1 is your most painful and most important month, because here, you are killing the old you. You will feel sad, empty, lonely, confused, like your mind is shaking. That's good. That's exactly what should happen, because if it's comfortable, it's not real change. The rest of the plan will show you what to do next. But if you skip this part, nothing else will matter. Month 1 is where you stop existing and start becoming. Month 2. Build ruthless discipline. Let's get something straight. Motivation is a liar. It shows up when you feel good and disappears when life gets hard. That's why most people fail. They're slaves to feelings. They say, I don't feel like it today. I'll start when I'm in the right mood. I didn't have energy this morning. Here's the truth. Success has nothing to do with how you feel. It has everything to do with what you do, no matter what. Month 2 is where we teach your brain one powerful rule. I act even when I don't want to. That's discipline. And in month 2, we will make it unbreakable. Let me break the truth, raw and simple. Most people live in cycles. They get excited, they make a plan, they follow it for 3 days. Then life happens. One small failure, one bad mood. And they stop, not because the plan was wrong, but because they never trained their mind to act without feelings. That's why this month is different. This month, you will do hard things daily. Not when you're ready, not when it's easy, but no matter what. This is the month you build the engine that powers the next 10 years of your life. The 3 discipline pillars. You must follow all 3. Pillar 1. Set 3 non-negotiables, daily commandments. These are not goals. These are rules you follow even on your worst days. Choose 3 of these. Wake up at 6:30 a.m. every day. No phone before 9 a.m. 1 hour deep work without distractions. 10 pages of reading every day. 30-minute workout daily. 15-minute journaling. Cold shower every morning. And here's the key. You don't skip, even if you're sick, even if you're sad, even if the world is on fire. These are your sacred rituals. Why? Because when your life has structure, your brain has clarity. Discipline removes confusion. You no longer ask, should I do this today? Because it's already decided. Pillar 2. Use the cold start technique. Here's the biggest lie people believe. I'll do it when I feel ready. You will never feel ready. So we beat this lie with the cold start technique. Do just 2 minutes of the hard thing. 2 minutes writing. 2 minutes of workout. 2 minutes studying. 2 minutes planning. Why? Because the first 2 minutes are the wall. Once you push past it, momentum carries you forward. You don't need motivation. You need to start. That's all. And this technique, when repeated daily, rebuilds your brain. You become someone who starts. And when you start, you win. Pillar 3. Pain before pleasure. Rewire the reward loop. Your current brain is addicted to dopamine from cheap rewards. Scrolling, notifications, entertainment. We flip the system. New rule. Pleasure is only earned after pain. Examples. No Instagram until 1 hour of deep work. No Netflix until your 30-minute workout is done. No junk food unless you finish your daily challenge. Why does this matter? Because now your brain sees pain equals reward. Work equals dopamine. Progress equals pleasure. And within 30 days, you'll feel uncomfortable not doing the hard thing. That's real change. Discipline is not glamorous. It's boring. It's repetitive. It's hard. You'll wake up and hate it. You'll feel lonely. You'll want to quit. And your brain will scream, just rest today, skip one day, it doesn't matter. But that moment, right there, that's your test. That's when weak people quit. And winners are born. If you can push through that moment, you're no longer a victim. You're a machine. For example, a man named Elias. He's 32, works a low-wage job in a warehouse. He's been trying to get his life together for 5 years. Failed every time. One day, he decides, no more motivation, just rules. His 3 rules? Wake up every day at 4:30 a.m. cold shower. 1 hour of learning sales and marketing before work. He does it on day 1, then day 2, then day 20, then day 50. And something strange happens. He's still broke, still tired, still unknown, but he feels powerful. Because every day, he wins a battle. Every day, he beats the old version of himself. Every day, he's earning his future. By month 4, he starts making side income. By month 6, he doubles his monthly salary. By year 1, he moves to a better home and mentors others. Not because he was lucky, but because he trained himself to act without emotions. That's what month 2 gives you. I'll start tomorrow, or start now, or you never will. One skipped day won't hurt. Yes, it will. Every skipped day makes quitting easier. I don't feel good today. Good. Do it anyway, because your feelings are not facts. Your discipline is your truth. Repeat these daily. I don't need motivation. I need a reason. I am not tired. I am rebuilding. I don't skip. I don't wait. I do. I may feel weak, but I act strong. My goals don't care how I feel, and neither do I. Write these, say them, live them. This month will feel like war. A war between the version of you that's lazy and the version of you that's powerful. And only one will survive. If you lose this month, you'll keep needing videos like this for the rest of your life. But if you win, you'll never need motivation again. Because you'll become the kind of person who builds success, brick by brick, with or without motivation. Month 3. Learn a skill that pays you forever. Let's be brutally honest. Your dreams? They cost money. Your goals? They demand value. And the sad truth is, you don't get paid for your potential. You get paid for what you can do. If you don't have a real skill, you are depending on luck, sympathy, or someone else to save you. And guess what? No one is coming. If you want freedom, power, respect, and options in life, there is only one way. You must master a skill that makes money. Not tomorrow, not next year. This month. You can wake up early. You can be disciplined. You can stay motivated. But if you don't have a skill that people need, you will stay broke. Period. Discipline with no direction equals frustration. Effort with no skill equals wasted energy. That's why month 3 is not about effort anymore. This is about becoming valuable. Because when you're valuable, you don't beg, you don't chase, you attract. Step 1. Choose your weapon. Pick one skill. This is not the month to try everything. This is the month to choose one high-value skill and go all in. Here are skills that are in high demand and can be learned for free. Copywriting, writing to sell. Video editing, sales and persuasion. Digital marketing. Public speaking communication. Coding software development. Graphic design UI. Content creation short-form video scripting. Language teaching translation. Social media management. How to choose? Ask yourself, can this skill solve a problem for others? Can I sell this skill to a business or person? Do I enjoy learning this for hours without quitting? If the answer is yes, that's your skill. Don't wait for passion. Passion is built through mastery. You don't find your passion. You build it. Step 2. Learn like a warrior every single day. Forget about going to college for this. You're not here to get a certificate. You're here to get paid. Here's the simple daily learning structure for month 3. Morning, 20 to 30 minutes. Watch tutorials on YouTube. One focused video only. Write notes. Not just what, but why it matters. Evening, 1 hour. Apply what you learned. Make something. A design, a script, a short pitch, a mock landing page. Get feedback, online groups, Reddit, YouTube comments, mentors. Repeat this every single day for 30 days. You'll know more than 90% of people who claim to know that skill. Step 3. Build your skill portfolio. Show, don't tell. Nobody cares what you say you can do. They care what they can see you've done. This month, you'll build your skill-proof folder, a small collection of real work samples that proves you know your stuff. Examples. If you're learning copywriting, write 3 fake product ads. If you're learning video editing, make 3 reels or trailers. If you're learning coding, build a basic website or app. If you're doing graphic design, create posters, logos, or UI samples. If it's public speaking, film short 60-second speeches daily. You don't need clients yet. You just need proof. Because people trust evidence, not enthusiasm. Sophia is 24. She works at a grocery store 10 hours a day. Every night she comes home tired, scrolling Instagram, feeling like her life is stuck. But one night, she finds a free video titled, Learn Video Editing in 30 Days. Free course. She downloads a free software. She edits her first reel using clips from a YouTube video. It looks bad. She posts it anyway. She learns every night for 30 days. At the end of month 3, she posts her 9th reel. It goes viral. Someone from Dubai sees her work and messages her, "Can you edit 10 videos for my business?" That's her first $200, and her life changes forever. Not because she was lucky, but because she built skill, not excuses. Jamal is 36. He works at a local electronics shop. Every day he sees customers walk in and walk out, without buying. So he decides to learn sales psychology. Every night after work, he reads pages from books like Sell Like Crazy, watches one video on persuasion, and practices sales lines in the mirror. By day 15, he starts noticing something. He's talking less, but selling more. His manager notices. His numbers climb. By month 3, Jamal is top seller in his store, and a local company offers him double the salary to sell for them. How? Not luck. Skill equals power. Step 4. One sacred rule. No 0 days. Every day of month 3. You must do something that improves your skill. Read one paragraph. Watch one video. Write one sentence. Try one edit. Practice one script. No matter how tired. No matter how distracted. Why? Because skills are built in quiet repetition. It's not about 5 hours of learning once. It's about 30 minutes every day that compounds into mastery. Enemy alert. The 4 lies that will kill your progress. 1. I'm not good at this. Nobody is at first. Excellence is ugly before it's beautiful. 2. I don't have time. Yes, you do. Cut 1 hour of YouTube, Netflix, or Instagram. 3. What if I fail? Then you're human. Fail fast, learn faster, keep going. 4. There are too many people already doing this. True, but 90% are average. You will be different because you'll be consistent. Daily affirmations. To reprogram your mind. Every skill I learn adds to my freedom. I am becoming valuable every day. My skill will create options my fear never could. I don't need a degree to succeed. I need proof. What I learn today will feed my future forever. Say it. Believe it. Then do it. Month 1, you reset your identity. Month 2, you build unshakable discipline. But now, this month, you start building your legacy. You start creating something that the world will notice. You stop begging for success. You become worthy of it. So don't waste this month learning everything. Learn one thing so deeply that it becomes your weapon for life. Because if you do this right, this is the month you'll look back on and say, "That's the moment I stopped being replaceable." Month 4. Monetize or stay broke forever. Let's get this straight. If your skill doesn't make money, it's just a hobby. You can be the most talented person in the world, but if no one is paying you, you're still broke. You're still replaceable. Money is proof that someone values your skill. So this month, we change that. The deadliest trap in this phase is, "I'm not ready yet." That one sentence has killed more dreams than failure ever did. People spend years watching, learning, reading, taking notes, but they never sell. They never promote. They never take the first scary leap into the marketplace. Why? Because deep inside, they're afraid. Afraid of rejection. Afraid of looking stupid. Afraid of charging money for their value. But here's the truth. If you don't value your skill enough to charge for it, why should anyone else? Step 1. Build a simple offer, not a resume. Stop thinking like an employee. Start thinking like a problem solver. You don't need a fancy resume. You need a simple offer that says, "Here's what I can do for you. Here's how it will help you. Let's talk." Example offers. I can edit your short-form videos and help you get more views. I write high-converting product descriptions that get people to buy. I help small businesses create social media posts that drive engagement. I'll design a clean, modern website for your product or brand. I'll teach you conversational English for 30 minutes a day. No fluff, no long paragraphs, just clear value. Because in business, clarity wins. Step 2. Start selling at a micro level. Speed over perfection. Don't wait for a full-time client. Don't wait for your first $1,000. Your first goal is to make money from your skill. Even if it's $5. Why? Because that first $5 changes your mindset forever. It tells your brain, I don't need to be famous, I just need to be valuable. Where to sell? Freelance platforms, Fiverr, Upwork, People Per Hour, cold outreach, email or DM small creators, influencers, or businesses. Online communities, Reddit, Facebook groups, Discords, your own audience. Make a post. I'm offering this. Want help? Start cheap. Get testimonials. Build confidence. Then raise your price as your skill improves. Common mistake. No one is going to tap you on the shoulder and say, "You're ready now. Go make money." You must choose yourself. Do not wait for a perfect moment. Do not wait to feel confident. Do not wait for someone to beg for your help. The world is not looking for people who might be good. The world pays people who say what they do and do it well. Step 3. Document your journey. Build in public. You don't need 10,000 followers. You just need to be visible. Start posting simple updates about your skill. Just edited my 3rd video today. Learned how to use transitions better. Trying a new pitch script for my 5th sales call. Created a logo for a fictional coffee shop. Let me know your thoughts. Why this works. You get feedback. You build trust. People start seeing you as the one who does your skill. And guess what? People buy from those they remember. Let me show you a different type of example. A YouTube creator is struggling with editing. She posts daily but isn't growing. You see her videos. No captions, bad pacing, poor audio. You message her. I noticed your videos are full of value, but the editing isn't helping. I can fix your flow, add captions, and keep your audience watching till the end. Want to try one free video and see the difference? She agrees. You deliver. She loves it. Then you say, I'd love to keep working with you. I charge $15 per video right now. She says yes. Boom. You're in the game. Now multiply this. Sync clients. $75 a week. That's $300 a month. And you're just getting started. You didn't beg. You didn't apply for jobs. You offered a solution. That's how modern money is made. Imagine 2 people selling coffee. The first person says, here's some coffee. It's good. The second person says, here's your perfect morning. You wake up, you open your window, you take one sip, and the world slows down. That's what my coffee gives you. Peace before chaos. Who gets paid more? The second one. Because people don't pay for products. They pay for feelings, solutions, and clarity. That's what your skill must become. A key to someone's better day. Step 4. Learn to handle no. Without crying, you will be rejected. Some people won't reply. Some will say, you're too expensive. Some will ghost you. Good. That means you're in the arena. That means you're doing what most people never have the courage to do. Here's your new rule. Every no brings me closer to the right client. Don't take rejection personally. Take it as data. Improve your pitch. Try again. This is business, not emotions. Daily money affirmations. My skill is valuable and I deserve to be paid. I solve problems, not just complete tasks. I am no longer available for free energy leaks. I sell with confidence because I show real results. I don't wait to be hired. I create my own seat at the table. Say it until your doubt disappears. This month is not about being brave. It's about being honest. You say you want to change your life? Then why are you still scared to charge money for what you've worked hard to build? You say you're tired of being broke? Then stop hoping and start offering. You don't need a website. You don't need business cards. You don't need 10,000 followers. You need a skill, a clear offer, one person who says yes. And it all starts this month. Because if you keep learning and never sell, you'll be brilliant and broke. But if you step into the market, even when you're scared, you'll become something more powerful than talented. You'll become paid. Month 5. Upgrade your mindset or stay trapped. Forever. You've done the external work. Now it's time to fix the most important thing of all. The way you think. Because nothing changes until your mindset changes. This is the month you begin to understand that. Your thoughts are not just thoughts. They are commands. They create your actions, shape your habits, and define your life. So if your mind is poisoned with doubt, fear, weakness, jealousy, shame, comparison, and excuses, then no matter what you do outside, you will always sabotage yourself inside. People don't fail because of lack of skill. They fail because of mental pollution. You've seen people who have talent, but every time they're about to win, they overthink, they freeze, they doubt. They ruin their chance with negative beliefs, poor focus, or emotional outbursts. Why? Because no one taught them this truth. You are not your thoughts, but you are your patterns. And month 5 is about breaking your old thought patterns and creating new ones that serve your mission. Step 1. Rewire the way you talk to yourself. You've been bullying yourself in silence for years. You say things like, "I'm so lazy. I always mess things up. I'll never be good at this. I'm not meant for success. Other people are smarter." But here's the fact. Your brain listens to everything you say, and it believes you. So if you tell yourself you're weak, broke, untalented, behind, you will start to act exactly like that. That's why this month, we introduce a new rule. Never say anything to yourself that you wouldn't say to a loved one. Replace these internal attacks with power phrases. I don't quit. I adapt. Every day, I get 1% better. I may be behind, but I'm not done. My past is real, but it's not permanent. I create. I don't compare. My mind is my tool, not my enemy. You will feel like a liar in the beginning, but keep repeating, keep correcting, and in 30 days, your brain will start believing the new script. That's how transformation begins, with the voice in your head. Step 2. Control your inputs. Mental diet equals mental health. Just like your body becomes what you eat, your mind becomes what you consume. This month, you start feeding your brain like a warrior preparing for battle. That means no more content that entertains but weakens you. No more comparison scrolling. No more watching people richer, fitter, happier, and feeling like garbage. No more toxic voices, gossip, self-pity content. Replace it with audiobooks that teach resilience, confidence, business. Podcasts that show real people building real results. YouTube channels that explain how to grow, focus, earn. Pages from books that calm your chaos and spark your vision. Don't ask, what do I feel like watching today? Ask, what does my future need me to consume today? Because what enters your eyes, enters your mind, and shapes your life. Step 3. Master emotional discipline. This is not just about thinking better. It's about feeling less reactive. Most people fail because they can't control their state. They get angry too quickly. They break down over small problems. They compare. They get jealous. They quit the moment something doesn't go their way. That ends here. You must become emotionally unshakable. That means you don't react to everything. You don't respond to every insult. You don't explain yourself to every critic. You don't waste hours crying over a mistake. You don't depend on praise or validation. How? Use the pause method. Before you speak, pause 2 seconds. Before you react, pause 5 seconds. Before you quit, pause 24 hours. That pause can save your career, your energy, your life. Imagine 2 freelancers, same skill, same price. They both get their first client. The first one is told, "Your work is good, but can you make some changes?" He takes it personally. He says, "They don't respect me, they hate my work." He doubts himself. He delays the revision. The client leaves. He quits. The second one is told the same thing. He pauses, breathes, says, "Understood. I'll improve this right away." He delivers better, gets praised, gets referred, builds trust. Same talent, same day, same opportunity. But one was emotionally weak, and the other, unshakable. And that one difference made them live 2 different lives. Step 4. Create a morning mental conditioning ritual. This is the first month where your mind becomes a battlefield, and you need a daily weapon. Every morning, before phone, before messages, before problems, you must sit with yourself for 10 minutes. And 1. Visualize one moment of the future you're building. 2. Repeat 3 powerful mindset phrases out loud. 3. Read 1 page from a book that strengthens your thinking. 4. Write down the biggest thought you want to focus on today. Why? Because your mind wakes up either by default or by design. And if you don't design your thinking, your emotions will control you. And your goals will be destroyed by your mood. You're not too late. You're too distracted. You're not unlucky. You're undisciplined in thinking. You're not stupid. You're mentally out of shape. You're not a failure. You're just running old programs. Month 5 is where you uninstall the mental programs that keep you stuck and replace them with power codes. This is the month you reboot your entire internal operating system. If you plant a seed in toxic soil, it won't grow, no matter how much water or sunlight you give it. But place the same seed in clean, rich soil, and it will bloom into a tree. Your mind is that soil. Your thoughts are either killing your dreams or helping them grow. You are not broken. You are just planted in the wrong soil. Imagine you walk into a room full of mirrors. If you frown, every mirror frowns back. If you smile, they smile. That's life. It reflects what you project. If your mind is full of fear, doubt, and shame, the world will reflect that back. But if you walk with clarity, purpose, and calm power, the world will begin to bend in your direction. Change the mirror by changing the face you bring into it. Repeat these every day for 30 days. My emotions are not facts. They are signals. I respond with strength, not reaction. My mind is sharp, calm, and focused. Everything I consume builds or breaks me. I choose wisely. Every thought I choose is a vote for the life I want. Let these become your mental armor. You can be the most talented person in your city. You can have 100,000 followers. You can make money, get views, and win in business. But if your mind is not built for war, one failure will destroy you. This month is not about learning more. It's about thinking better. It's about protecting your peace. It's about silencing the war inside your head, so you can finally win the war outside it. Because the real secret to lifelong success is not skill, is not hustle. It is emotional self-control and mental clarity. And if you master your mind this month, no setback will ever control you again. Month 6. Create, share, lead, become unstoppable. Let's begin with a truth that most people will never hear. If you keep everything you've learned to yourself, your success will die with you. This month is not about taking more. It's about giving more. Because real power doesn't come from what you have. It comes from what you create, what you share, what you leave behind in others. This is where you stop asking, "What can I get?" And you start asking, "What can I build that outlives me?" Step 1. Create something that proves you exist. This is the month you create. Not for likes, not for applause, but because creation is how you leave your fingerprint on the world. If you've learned a skill, show it. If you've overcome something hard, share it. If you've seen growth in silence, speak it out loud. Examples of creation. Start a YouTube channel, even if no one watches. Write a blog or newsletter, even if only you read it. Launch a small service page for your skill. Host a free session for people trying to learn what you just mastered. Record your process, your voice, your thoughts, and publish it. Build a mini product, a website, a training guide. Anything that shows what you know. Why? Because you are not real until you leave proof. And month 6 is about becoming undeniably real. Step 2. Teach something you've learned. Teach equals mastery. The fastest way to grow 10 times faster than everyone around you is to start teaching what you just finished learning. Teaching isn't about being perfect. It's about saying, "I was stuck here. This helped me. Let me show you." When you teach, your brain does 3 things. Clarifies what you know, strengthens your confidence, attracts people who trust you, and in a world where everyone is hiding. The person who shares wins, even if you've only learned your skill for 30 days. There are people 30 days behind you who desperately need your help. This month, you become a light for them. Even if it's a small one, it matters. Because leaders are not people who know everything. They are people who say, "Follow me, I'm going to." Step 3. Make noise without fear. This is the month where you stop being quiet. You stop hiding. You stop waiting for the perfect camera, the best time, the perfect script, the ideal voice. You speak, you post, you share, you show up, you make noise. Because if people don't know what you do, how will they ever value it? And if you don't tell your story, someone else will take your space. So use your voice. Post on social media what you've learned. Create one piece of content a day: text, video, design, voice note. Join a community or group and offer help. Message people you admire and tell them what you're building. Share your thoughts, not to be loud, but to be seen. Visibility is not vanity. It's access, and you earn it by being brave enough to speak. Step 4. Think long-term. Start building systems. This is the final and most powerful shift. You stop living day to day. You stop thinking about this week's likes, this month's income, or today's motivation. You start thinking in years. Ask yourself, what can I build now that will still help people 1 year from today? What systems can I create so that my growth doesn't depend on mood or chance? What habits can I lock in that stay even after motivation dies? Build things that keep growing even when you're sleeping. That means automate small parts of your skill, templates, guides, tools. Build repeatable offers for clients. Create a personal website. Record systems, not just results. This is where you plant seeds that never stop blooming. Month 6 is about becoming a builder, not just a performer. The well versus the faucet. A faucet gives you water when you turn it on, but it dries up when the system fails. A well keeps producing water, even when the power is out. Most people build faucet lives. They only earn when they work. They only grow when things go right. But now you build a well life. You create systems, content, structures, habits, and offers that flow even when you rest. That's how long-term impact is made. When you shout into a canyon, your voice comes back. That's what leadership is. You speak your truth. And echoes return. People find you. Opportunities find you. Results find you. But if you never speak, there is no echo. Month 6 is about creating the echo that keeps coming back, long after you've spoken. Step 5. Final mindset for legacy. This is no longer about becoming rich. This is about becoming remembered. Ask yourself daily, if I disappeared today, what would I leave behind? Did I use my pain to help someone else heal? Did I create something better than what I was born into? Did I show others that it's possible? That's what real impact means. You lead not by shouting, but by building something no one else had the courage to build. Daily final legacy mantras. I lead by becoming. I share because it multiplies. I create value that outlives my presence. I am no longer silent. I am visible, valuable, and powerful. I live a life worth remembering. Let these words guide your final month. If you've done every month, if you followed this plan from month 1 to month 6, then you are not the same person who started this journey. You are no longer stuck. You are no longer waiting. You are no longer invisible. You are disciplined when others delay, skilled when others scroll, calm when others panic, focused when others are lost, valuable when others are cheap, courageous when others hide. And now, in June, you are someone the world will remember. Because you don't just live to survive. You live to build, to share, to lead, to become the person no one thought you could be. So take this last step. Create, speak, share, lead. And when you look back 6 months from now, you won't recognize the person you used to be. Before this video ends, take a moment. Close your eyes and remember where you were 6 months ago. Remember the version of you who was lost, tired, and full of silent pain. The version that used to say, maybe success isn't for me. Maybe I'm not ready. Maybe I'll start tomorrow. That person is gone. Because today, you are someone who fought through 6 months of silence, struggle, and discipline, and built something the world can never take from you. Self-respect. You became your own hero. You proved that change is possible. You showed that no matter how many times life broke you, you refused to stay broken. And maybe people didn't notice. Maybe no one clapped for you. Maybe your success isn't loud yet. But listen to me. Heaven saw everything. God was watching every step, and He's not done with you yet. There's a reason you watched this video. There's a reason you didn't give up halfway. There's a reason you feel something burning in your chest right now. That reason is simple. You were born for more, not to live a small, quiet, invisible life, but to become someone your future family, friends, and followers will thank one day. So keep going, even when it's hard, even when no one believes, even when it feels impossible. Because the person who doesn't quit can never be stopped. And if this video gave you even one moment of strength, one idea, one push, then please subscribe, not just to support this channel, but to make a promise to yourself. I will never go back to who I used to be. Subscribe for more real, deep, life-changing content that speaks to your soul. And share this video with someone you care about, because you never know whose life it might save. Until next time, keep growing, keep building, and may God bless your journey always. You've got this.